There's a sales secret from a dead hypnotist that can change your business forever. This is Wayne Sutton, Prosper with Wayne, creating health, wealth, and happiness in your life. There's a sales secret from a dead hypnotist that many people, many marketers, many therapists are using today to increase their business, and you can use it as well. Milton Erickson. Those who have followed neuro-linguistic program, hypnosis, you'll know the name Milton Erickson. Milton Erickson was a great hypnotist. He was actually called a conversational hypnosis teacher. He was a conversational hypnotist. And what he did was he helped people through a number of tactics, but one thing he would do is people that come to him and said, I can't be hypnotized, or I don't want to be hypnotized, or I don't believe in hypnosis, he would say, great, let's just have a simple conversation. And in the conversation, or so the stories are told, in the conversation, he would use certain questions and he would place people in certain emotional states, and he would embed beliefs. He would literally insert his hypnotic language in regular awakened hypnosis or awakened trance. What happened was the people would leave and go, well, I didn't get hypnotized, but I suddenly no longer want to overeat or no longer want to smoke. And so was he using conversational hypnosis? Is that real? Yeah, sure it is. People use it all the time. People persuade you by asking you certain questions, by getting you in a certain state of mind, by doing different things in language to bring you into an emotional state so you end up buying their product or their service. It happens. Now, he was using it with a skill to help somebody in a certain area, and a lot of people have used similar situations. Now, before you think, Wayne, what are you talking about? Are you trying to hypnotize me now? No, all I'm trying to do is tell you that the myth of the man sometimes is greater than the man. Now, I say this with utmost respect for those that maybe have studied Ericksonian hypnosis and worked with him. What I'm saying is, because he did have a great level of success, people now today go, listen, what I study or what I use is something I learned called Ericksonian hypnosis. And all of a sudden they can tell the story about this mysterious man who spoke in a certain language or a certain tonality. And his language was embedded with certain questions and beliefs. And just by listening to the man, you suddenly fell into a awakened trance, and he could command your every thought. There's some level of truth there, but when you make it sound bigger than it is through the story, then suddenly you believe this person. Suddenly you can become entranced simply by hearing the story of the hypnotist. Can you not? Even then, you're more suggestible to what the person's telling you. So my point is, find a story that you can use in your practice. If you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're a salesperson, you're a doctor, and you're trying to help people make great decisions, find a story that is true. Use it. I mean, we always want to be truthful. Find a story that is true, but then embed it with a mysterious story. Embed it with a mysterious framework around this person, this entity, something you've read, a book you read, something that really brings people to a place of understanding. Now, years ago, I met a lady and she did dream interpretation. Dream interpretation from a Christian perspective. She believed, and as I do, that God can give you instruction in the night and through your dreams. But she was going to speak at a place that really wasn't that friendly to Christians. They didn't want to hear, because there are a lot of Christians, they just didn't believe the Christian belief system. They didn't want to get involved with Christian beliefs. So what they did instead was what she did was she came in, she said, I teach an ancient Hebrew form of dream interpretation. An ancient Hebrew form of dream interpretation. They were like, oh, yeah, that sounds so great. And she told these great stories about people that had received interpretations through these dreams, which actually are Bible stories. But she didn't reference it to the Bible because people they didn't want to hear about the Bible. But they did like the mysterious power of the ancient Hebrew secrets that she was revealing to the class. So she was able to get in and she was able to bring the message. So here's the question, who in your past has had a great effect upon you, or maybe a great teacher? And here's the thing, now, the ancient Hebrew text, the ancient Hebrew authors, the ancient Hebrew interpreters were of the Bible. They've been dead for centuries. The Milton Erickson passed away years ago. There's some information out there, but not a lot on him. So it's going to be hard for them to research. In fact, most of the research on Ericksonian hypnosis is people talking about the myth, the man, the legend, whatever. And they're bringing that to their own practice. So who can you talk about that, again, absolute bring truth and validity, but who can you bring a mystery around? Who can you bring a story around? People love stories. People love stories. And just as people hear about the hypnotist and they get drawn into the story and they find themselves entranced and ready to do business with that person, you can have the same effect. You can have the same effect. So look for somebody that has had maybe it's a book you read. Instead of talking about the book, talk about the author. Or maybe instead of the author, talk about this secret book. Talk about the book you found. Talk about a chapter from this book that's no longer even in print. If it's an older book, you can talk, again, how can you take a story or a fact, bring it into a story, into a context that brings mystery, that brings intrigue. When you tell stories, you capture the person's imagination. Then you're able to truly serve that person. This isn't about manipulation. It's about truly being able to serve and make sure you serve them well. All right, guys, Wayne Sutton here, Prosper with Wayne. Hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and be sure to tell other people about the sales secrets of the Dead Hypnotist. Also, pick up our book. I'll put a link in the profile below. Pick up our book, Life Coach Lifestyle, so you can learn how to become a wealthy life coach, transforming the life of others. It's a free book. Pick it up, lifecoachlifestyle.com. This is Wayne Sutton. God bless.